cards.
Oh, they get, oh, and you'll put them all in the thing?
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you. That's nice of you.
All right, members of the meeting, we got St. Mary's High School head coach Fred King, players Zoe Davis, Addie Davis, and Callie Powell. Coach, a few comments on the game, then we'll field questions.
Well, we knew we was up against a good team. We felt like we could play with them. And, but at the first quarter, we made some crucial errors, some little mental errors. And boy, I tell you what, when you make mental errors against a good team like that, that's quick and athletic, it comes back to bite you. We had a plan, but we got smacked in the nose. Like we usually are the ones that do that. And we talked about that for the game. We got to come out and impose our will. But today, give Wyoming East credit and Coach Bonsina, give them credit because they come out and they took things away from us that we were not comfortable in doing. And as a result, they got the upper hand and they made some shots, and we did not. We gave too many second shots up. And when they got a little bit late, I thought about pressure up court. Now, we did get a few steals at the end, but when you press a good, fast team on a big court, it usually turns into a layup-a-thon. And I didn't want to go there because right now we're having trouble in the half court stopping the back cuts. So I felt like we should stay with what we got and just hope we can make a shot. And nothing went down for us early. And when they got 2 or 3, there's a point there where we had a chance to tie, and we missed a layup. Then we threw the ball away a couple times early in the game. I think if we got started out good in that first quarter, we'd been fine. But we just got to, and that's a tribute to them, their pressure. There's no doubt about it. I mean, you can't just say that we did it on purpose. They did it to us. They played well today. They played solid. And I tell you what, my girls never gave up. They still played hard. They just had more in their tank than we did when it came down to it. And I applaud the other team, and I applaud my 3 seniors, Millie, Caroline, and Josie. I've known them for a long time, but I've only coached them for 1 year. It's a privilege for me to have them. It's a privilege to have these 3 young ladies, the Davis girls, and of course Callie. And they'll all be back next year. Zoe will be back. These 2 are freshmen over here. And the Price girl getting in foul trouble really hurt us because she's our steal person. She's our, go-to person on the baseline. And unfortunately, she had some issues there with foul trouble. And that's the way it is sometimes, guys. You guys have been here long enough, and I've been here long enough to know that sometimes that's just the way it is. It's called basketball. Today, the better team performed and won the game. Doesn't take anything away from us, but the better team won today. Yeah.
16 first half turnovers. Where are the challenges their defense posed you specifically?
Well, a couple of those turnovers were just, maybe about 3 or 4 of them were like unforced errors, like in tennis, hitting the ball out of bounds. When, like one quote that I use all the time with my assistant coach at Payton City for so long, Jeff Bowers always used to say, when a kid would come off the floor and he'd just throw a crazy pass, he'd go, who in the universe besides us seen what you're trying to do? Where was the opening? What did you see we didn't see? But that's just basketball. I mean, but their pressure was relentless, and it isn't because our girls tried that. It's just it happened. But the pressure early, we did not handle it, and that's the ball of wax right there. I'd say 16 turnovers in the first half. That sounds about right. Just their pressure, and then we didn't make poor. And also, we didn't move very good away from the ball. We was trying to get to people. Once you broke out on the press breaker, get to the middle of the floor. Once we got the ball in the middle of the floor, that's old basketball. You got to get in the middle. You get in the middle, you can break it. And we weren't getting there. We just kind of standing and reaching. Got in the comfort zone and stayed there. So, but that's a learning experience. We'll watch it on film. We'll be able to point it out. Some of these younger kids, they'll see that. They'll get better. I know these people here will get better.
Fred, first
Yes.
time as a head coach down here, what did you specifically learn, what it takes to get to that?
Well, I tell you what, the basketball game is fun. It's getting hotels, getting meal monies, getting people on the bus, making sure no one loses anything. Especially we had one little freshman girl forgot her shoes the other day, and I didn't even know it till after the game. The things that people out there don't see behind the scenes are the nerve-wracking things. But I got little Angela Eddy is kind of like my business person. She took care of a lot of that stuff for us, and Terry, of course. But there's a lot of things that under the scene, behind the scenes that go on that I've learned a lot about that are more than, plus you have to get your team ready to play basketball. But I will say one thing, these girls never got caught up in it. They stayed focused, and they knew. Last night we had a nice team meeting, had a nice devotional, Coach Nichols did, and we were in sync. We were in sync this morning, but like I said, that team came out, they're ready to play. Yep.
Zoe, I know you lose 3 seniors, but you've got 2 freshman guards next to you. What's it gonna take? I mean, what'd you learn about this year and then that you'll take into next season?
No, I just think that next year we have to step it up because we lose some crucial players. So because they were one of the main reasons we got here. So we're definitely going to have to step it up next year and definitely work more on the off season, just really get stronger and just be able to fill those spots that they had got us here for. So.
Good job.
Coach, 2 kids that hurt you today, 2 of 9 in the quarterfinal round. What are the challenges when they have probably about 4 or 5 kids at any time they can go in double figures?
Well, refocus. Somebody's trying to call me. Good. What was you saying again now, sir?
2 kids that hurt you today combined for 30 points.
Wow.
2 of 9 in the quarterfinal round. What are the challenges of trying to defend them when they have probably about 5 or 6 kids that can kind of go in double figures at any time?
That's why they're hard to beat. We have 6 girls that have scored double figures as well, but they found these people. And what they were doing very well was dribble and kicking back. And we have been told, when you play against good teams, you cannot come off your person. You have to play on the ball defense. We weren't doing a good job of that. People were getting loose, and the people would step in too far, and they'd kick, and they'd be wide open. Even if they didn't make it, it made it difficult because now we're out of rebounding position. The challenges will be with age. We will learn from this. We'll be able to watch a film and know how far we can go in to help and still get back and recover. Today we kind of sold out. Those girls were just circling around, from everywhere. They were getting behind us. So the thing we're going to take away this is we have to always see ball and man and not get caught up in what they're doing out front, but also be careful what's behind you. The person in the matchup zone, the person in your zone, you have to be able to find them. When they go from one side to the other, you got to find it. I don't think we communicated as well as we did 2 days ago. But listen, like you said, when they're athletic and quick and they know how to play, they know where the spots are on the floor. And they know where they're going. They know where the guards are going. But like the challenge of trying to stop, like you said, trying to stop 6 players that are double figures throughout the year is pretty tough. It's like a little guy got 5 fingers or 7 holes in the dike. Just got to pick the biggest holes, I guess. But today we did not react away from the ball very well, especially on the weak side. Yep.
Just got one question for Callie. Callie, this is your first Addie and Zoe were up here the other day, but you're up here now for the first time, freshman. What's this whole experience like for you?
It's honestly been amazing. The people are great. We all get along super well. And basketball has been like my favorite thing since I was forever little, and it was a great experience being up here and like the hotel nights. It was really fun. We all just bond really well, so it's been a great experience. And
Stepping on that floor for the first time the other night.
yeah, it was crazy. I was shaking. I was shaking for sure. Yeah, it was nerve-wracking, but as soon as I got that first pass, I was pretty relaxed after that.
Addie, looking forward to next year.
Yes,
It's early.
yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to the off-season work that we're all going to put in, and we're really going to need our younger kids to step up, but we'll get them there.
Any further questions? All right, thank y'all very much.
Hey, thank you
you.
guys. Hey, appreciate you guys.
I
Hey.
want to know who the Jenga champion
See me? That's what I hope you saw me. Didn't get that on video.
Cut the cameras.
Y'all would be too happy. Too happy.
I'm taking your phone, Tyler. He's calling me. You can call Jason.
It's hot in here.
You can call Jason. His phone.
Ready? It's all right. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the media, we have Wyoming East head coach Angie Bonsina, players Kaylee Bain, Cadence Blackburn, and Maddie Clark. Angie, a few comments on the game, then we'll get questions.
First of all, I want to do a shout out to our fans for getting up so early and came out. I think it gave us a lot of energy to start out the game, so we were really happy with that, and we appreciate their support. Our whole county does a great job. I thought for a 9:30 game, I thought we started out really well. Sometimes you can start out kind of sluggish, and I was really proud of our defense. St. Mary's is a great team, and we were fortunate enough to beat them today.
Questions?
Haley and Katie, you guys were 2 of 9 combined in the quarterfinal game. Came out and scored 30 today. So was that kind of a point of emphasis for you guys to get going early after tough showings in the first game?
It was definitely a wake-up call. But this morning we got up at 6 o'clock just to be awake.
Humbling yesterday, coming out and not playing good at all.
Angie, early on, could see you continuing like the first 6 minutes. Every time you guys had the ball, you were yelling, push the ball off the court, hurry up and get. Did you think, I thought like when the game kind of swung in your direction, you got the tempo where you desired to be, you sped them up a little bit, and even though you didn't always convert those layups, it led to second chance opportunities and kind of seemed to wear them down mentally.
I think so, and that's our type of game, transition type game, and that's what we need to do. And we started, I agree with you, we started moving the ball well and got down the court, and that kind of swung it in our momentum. We also did a great job, I think Hannah and Kaylee and the rest of the team, Colleen, hitting offensive boards when we did miss them. Over the course of a game, we were able to get a key offensive board and put it back in. But that's when we function well, is transition, when Maddie and Katie get the ball out on the court and get us down. We do better that way, and I scream it a lot, it seems like. They're probably tired of hearing it.
Very.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
But that's just the way we function, this bunch. Each group's different, and we do a great job running the court.
You guys did a good job of sharing the ball, 8 assists on 10 made field goals in the first half, 14 on 20 overall. Was there anything you guys thought you were able to do effectively, especially effectively in the half court, to kind of get them off balance?
Well, I think, when we move the ball, we do well. When we, a couple times we made beautiful passes, and we just missed a shot. But anytime you can move the ball, especially against the zone, and they're kind of bigger, hopefully we'll put them a little bit off balance. And then we hit some shots that kind of turned the tide. Katie hit first 5. I think she hit the first 5 points for us to get us off to a good start. And as long as we share the ball and we do a good job of it, most games, we've got 5 people out there that can score, and that helps too.
Katie, you take that charge there and point up into the stands. Talk to me about that. Was there some sort of message to your family?
Yeah, I haven't took a charge in 4 years because the last time I did, I broke my wrist. And my mom told me when I did she was going to come unglued, and she definitely did. That's why I was like pointing at her.
Angie, we talked about your defense last game was a little slow to start. Today looked like the Warriors defense we're used to seeing. What did you guys go into today thinking? Obviously you said you guys didn't play well last game, so that was some motivation for today. But defensively, what was on your mind when you went in today?
We wanted to go to the championship game, and good defense is going to get us there. And it did.
It's do or die. That's what this program is made of, is defense. That's what we're known for.
And I think, too, people forget how young we are, and we were a little bit sluggish last game because of a little bit of nerves. That's, if they weren't nervous, I'd be worried about them. But I think getting that game under their belt, they felt more relaxed at ease because this is definitely a different environment. And, we were able to start quicker. But I'm really proud of them.
Also, the competition that we had to definitely step up. But with the help of our teammates and the crowd, it definitely helped us.
Yeah, we definitely played better together today than we did last game.
We knew we had to step up.
For Kaylee or Madison, last year you guys obviously were fortunate enough to have a pretty special point guard. You got freshmen sitting there between you now. How have the dynamics of your team kind of changed, and what does it say about her that she was able to kind of rise to the occasion on this stage as a freshman?
It's awesome that she stepped in for her, because we would have been hurting without a point guard.
Sky was our leader, like she
Yeah.
led the team. And so this year we all have to step up.
We lost like one of the biggest leaders, the key piece of our team, and we had to fill that spot, and we did.
I think they make a key point. You know, you can't replace somebody like Skylar Davison. So it's more of a collaborative group effort that they're coming and pulling together, and they've done a great job, you know, leading this team.
Having won it all last year, do you guys feel any extra pressure to defend that title tomorrow?
We just got to play our game, really.
it. You
Just
know,
play
we're-
good defense.
we've been blessed, you know, to play on that tomorrow. So, you know, there's no extra practice. Parkersburg Catholic or Petersburg are both great teams. We know that the challenge is going to be ahead of us. So, you know, just got to relax and go play ball.
Talked about that. You're now 4-1 in these semifinal games as a head coach. You know, what advantage do you I know each group changes, but what advantages as a coach do you think you have kind of going into that situation?
I've been blessed to have really good kids and athletes. I mean, really and truly, you know, that buy into what we know. We say all the time, defense wins championships. And, you know, the times we won it, defense won championships. So, you know, I've been blessed with a lot of young ladies through the years that have been great people as well as great athletes. So don't feel any extra pressure or anything. Maybe I'm a little bit relaxed. No, that's not the right word. I'm not. I didn't sleep at all last night. I'm trying to come up with something for you, Tyler. You know, it's...
What do you think kind of helps you go into this situation? Like, what experiences are you able to draw on as a coach, having been here before?
Just to try to keep them, you know, relaxed, you know, because I think we did much better. We were relaxed today from the start. So many things, Tower.
Coach, I know it wasn't a real big deal, but the opening tip, you know, St. Mary's goes over and back. Do you think that was maybe an omen for your side?
You know, I think the refs were kind of shocked too when it happened because we were like, did it happen? It was a good start for us, but I'm sure a little nerves were involved. But I guess so. I never thought of it that way. It started us off right, didn't it?
Kaylee, for you, often the best ability has been availability, and at times it's been a struggle with foul trouble, but tonight you were able to stay out of foul trouble, come away with 5 steals. What was your approach on defense, and how did it change from previous games?
Well, yesterday, it's just every little touch was a foul on me, and I knew I had to stay on that court today, so I watched my fouls and I moved my feet.
Kaylee, Maddie, you both were in this situation. Technically, it was less than a year ago because of the way everything got switched around. So how much of that experience will that help you tomorrow? Because it is just a game, but at the same time, so much is at stake tomorrow.
We know the techniques of it. We know how fastly paced it's going to be. We know how the crowd's going to be. It's just the experience that's going to help us lead the team.
Definitely, because, I mean, the atmosphere here is much different than playing on, like, a home court. We know it's going to be fun. It's going to be loud. We have to talk. We have to listen. You have to play your game.
We got to play together.
Yes.
Preached growth all year. The favorite in the other game coming in is probably going to be Parkersburg Catholic, and you got to see them early. I think tomorrow will actually make 3 months since you guys last met up. Where have you seen this team grow from that point to this point, if it is a rematch?
Oh, you know, we're so much better than we were then. You know, we have a lot of respect. If it happens to be Parkersburg Catholic, you know, they've got a great program. We know we want to play well, you know, if we get that far. But I think we'll be a different team tomorrow. They played really well when we played them at Logan. We were a young team, you know, and we've settled in. We know our roles a little bit better now, and we've really grown defensively, I think, and offensively. And I think we've grown as a team. I mean, you know, they've got each other's backs out there, and I think we'll be relaxed and play our game, whoever it is.
Any further questions? All right, thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They asked thought-provoking questions today. You threw me off. You know what? It's too early in the morning. What time is it? We got up early this morning. That's why
It's technically a school day, so.
well, and I needed to give a shout out because our crowd to be a 9:30 game was awesome.
Pajamas, too.
You know?
Well, you got better. You started interjecting.